This will be my greatest performance.
Give it to me.
Here we go. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
You're listening to the Gene and Steve Show. Step aside and let the big kids play. Raw dog in your ears. Weekdays.
I don't believe for 1 minute you can't come up with one thing. You are an asshole by default.
No, I can't think of a single thing.
I asked...
He's a new adult.
Oh, come on. I could ring any of his brothers or his sister and they would just reel off a list.
Well, yeah, I think most people could give off lists of other people.
Ethan's the original asshole when it comes to being a terrible person.
He learned
You
from
really
you.
are. Oh, well, it's not my fault.
Ethan was a very shy kid.
No, he
actually,
wasn't.
before he actually really was.
Really?
Yeah.
He was really shy before I met you.
Oh, shit, son, I'm sorry. Damn it.
I mean, I can
Another
see
life destroyed.
whether he learned from you or he just went, oh, cool, I can act like that and get away with it. I don't know what happened.
Wait,
he was actually a
probably.
very
This is
quiet
socially
kid.
acceptable? Well, was he really?
Yeah, he was extremely shy and quiet.
I've always thought
He
you've
was-
just been this asshole
he
by
had-
default. And all along it was just a reflection of me.
I mean, he had an Xbox temper well before I met you.
Oh, that was fucked up, that was. Jesus. If we hadn't have controlled
I
that,
have no regret.
you would have killed somebody over an Xbox game. That was
Quite
that
possibly.
was way too
Quite
much.
possibly. He had that, but he was a very quiet, shy kid.
Really?
Like, really, yeah. You know how he's like on the radio and he doesn't say anything except for a
Right,
few words? That's
right.
kind of how he was before I met
Yeah, but when he does say something, he's being a dick. Well, that sounded Australian. He's being a dick, mate.
That didn't really sound like Australian.
It did in my thing. Holler for the dollar, Rose. So you know, you can't come up with you're a terrible adult because I'm a terrible adult because I took
Where do we start?
yeah, I know. I mean, I had a go at parents who had an autistic kid, and I basically told them to stop protecting her.
You do that like every couple of days.
Well,
you know that,
I just,
right?
people would consider me being a dick because of that. Because they were basically saying, well, none of the kids should ever react to their kid because she has, like, is she autistic? Is that what they're claiming?
Is she autistic? Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, she's
and I'm
autistic.
just like, life doesn't work like that.
No.
When you're at a bar in 10 years' time and you're being a dick to somebody, you're not going to have time to go, but I'm autistic.
Right.
It's not going to happen. So I'm just trying to show the parents now, you know what? Don't excuse your daughter's behavior.
Hello to everybody that's joining us in the Periscope chat
Hi.
room as well. I just put it
Shut up,
on,
Big B.
and I said, I basically just said I'm a horrible parent or adult because, and
Yes.
I'm curious as to why you think you guys are horrible
Nobody
adults.
likes to say what they're an asshole
Why
about.
am I a horrible adult? I don't know. I have to think of a good one. I can come up with stuff. I just gotta come up with a good one.
Yeah, I can come up
So-
with stuff for you.
Well, okay. No. You brought it up. Let's do it. Hello to Marcus and Rose and Big B.
Instead of thinking
Who's
of
up
stuff
first?
for ourselves, then, why don't we think of stuff for the other people in this room?
That's a jolly good idea.
That's gonna
a
go
really good
bad.
idea. Ethan, I am a horrible adult because, and I'll give you a few minutes to think about it because obviously that would be difficult to come up with something.
I have one
What?
for you already.
Go on then.
Okay, you're a horrible adult because you don't get up in the morning to take care of the girls before school.
That doesn't make me horrible. That just makes me efficient.
What day do they start school?
September sometime.
What day is their open house to find out all their stuff about school?
I don't need to find out. I ain't going to school.
No, but they do. Yes, shots fired.
Man down. I got bulletproof vest on today.
Bigby says he's a horrible adult because he listens to this show. Thank you for being honest and open with us. We appreciate that.
Oh yeah, Marcus is a horrible adult because he let his 7-year-old call into the Jane and Steve Radio Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yes, that's what it is.
I really hope she said that. If so, she's like the most awesome kid ever.
I'm going to rename the show the Jane and Steve Radio Spectacular.
Lo says you're not a horrible adult, though. He said you're a bad father. That's all.
But doesn't that by default make me a bad adult?
Well, I mean, I guess you could be a bad adult if you don't have kids.
I mean, if you're a real player, you could be a kid and have a kid and be a bad kid.
True. I don't know. Ethan, do you have anything for Steve yet?
Do you know what's worrying me? Is the reasons people are giving for being a bad adult, right? Just basically, I do that as well, which means I'm a really, really bad adult. Stephanie just said I'm a horrible parent because she cusses her kids out on a regular basis.
See, I do that. Well, I don't cuss them out, but I swear all the time.
Yeah, yeah. It's really funny because we never actually explain to our kids what swear words are, but they figured it out. I think that might be
do that.
School suspensions. That probably is a good way to work it out.
Yeah.
I don't think you really.
Well, my dad said you were a cunt.
He's a bad adult because he spends more time cleaning his cars than with his daughters.
Yeah.
So we're labeling you on the bad father scenario.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But I have always maintained I'm not a good father. I've always said that. It's like it just seems a lot of effort. You know, it's
spending
like
time with them.
Well, yeah.
I'm a bad adult, and I have things like, you know, and I think it's more of like a social pressure. But I feel like I should go do like mommy and me days with the girls, you know, like because they want to go out with like they go get their nails done and go shopping, and I'm just like, hate doing that. Hate
my
going
mom
shopping.
never did that with me.
Don't want to do. Yes, she did. She took you to fabric stores all the fucking time.
I hated that.
I know you probably.
But
liked it.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't like fabric
Craft
stores. No, I liked department stores when we went in the makeup section.
I liked going to like Costco and
No,
stuff
they were hot women.
I had Heelys, and the Costco floors were so smooth.
Right.
Oh god,
Best
I remember
2 hours
you
of my
with
week.
Heelys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I did like the backflip at the Memphis Zoo on the Heelys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucking awesome.
That was scary.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Stephanie's confessing. Confess your sins, my child.
Yeah. We got a lot of people
I
that
swear
just
a
don't want
lot,
to say
but not
anything.
at them. Kind of like shut the fuck up. Yeah.
So you're like us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not really seeing that as
Morning,
a bad
Mike.
adult thing. Maybe that's like denial.
Well,
I don't know.
I think society would class you as a bad adult for swearing in front of your children, but that's only because some stuck-up cunt has said it somewhere. I think that's terrible. You swear in front of your kids. Why? They're never going to hear it anywhere else. Of course they are. So, Stephanie, actually, you're being a good parent because you're prepping your kids for the real world.
You tell them all they can't sing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But that doesn't make me a bad parent.
Maybe not.
I'm not every child's a winner.
Thank you, Lowe's. He says, I'm a bad adult because I ride in the carpool by myself.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good. I guess they're not really going to pull you over, are they? I guess the worst you could do is probably get a fine.
Well, yeah, they're going to pull you over to, like, give you a fine.
But they'd have to catch up with you. Because if I'm in the carpool lane, I'm fucking motoring.
Well, not everybody can do that. Good for you, Steph. She said all of her kids are fully prepped for life. That's good.
First time they hear the word cunt, they were like, oh, okay. Well, that's a swear word? All right. I thought it was just a descriptive language of a teacher.
I can say this. I'm a bad adult because when we have kids over, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't say that. Like other like friends over.
I'm a bad adult because when the kids have friends over, I don't bridle my mouth at all.
And we also have to hide the box of dicks.
Yeah, we had to like ban the kids like bringing their friends in the office here because we had like the box of dicks from Ship a Dick in here, and it was just bad.
Marcus, if you honestly, he's a bad adult because he takes Gatorade and vodka to his kids' soccer practices. If you
That's
put vodka in
awesome.
Gatorade, that is amazing.
That is awesome.
You
That's
should
a
have
good
parent.
idea.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really good idea.
I hate the water bottle trick.
Stephanie, I love you so much.
The water bottle check.
Well, when you put vodka in a water bottle and somebody's like, "Hey, want some water?" and you drink it like it's water,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not water.
Oh, that's good, especially when you do it to the kids' soccer team.
Especially
Even
inside a
better.
laser tag place.
Right. Did that happen to you?
I don't know.
Yes, it did.
can't deny or say
Stephanie
anything.
said she laughs at their flaws. Yeah, we do that as well.
Yeah. And she also doesn't change when their friends are over, so.
No.
We like break the kids in easily. We're like, okay, so this is like the first time you've been at our house. You know,
Well,
kids that come here daily,
It's kind of cool
and we
because
do have that. They're just used to us.
it wasn't terribly fun in California, but here, like most of the kids, their dads are like lobster fishermen, so they've heard cussing like a sailor. I mean, the kids
Yeah.
grow up with, sort of swear words, so it's pretty laid back. I mean, when we've had kids over here, we're like, I don't know if your mum and dad would be okay if you watch,
The Brothers Grimsby, and they're like, oh no, it's totally fine. We've
really
already
funny.
watched it.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
I don't know.
So I like that. Yeah, I like
So
that.
why are you a bad adult?
Oh,
Did you
Jesus,
say
really?
anything? No, I didn't know. Did you say anything?
Yeah,
like the parent thing?
I don't let parents of autistic kids off the hook.
True. Mike says he's not a bad adult yet. His nephew isn't close to drinking age, but when he gets there,
All
he's
right,
just going to leave that open right there.
Mike.
What's
No,
drinking
I
age to him, 12?
don't agree with that. I bet you, Mike, because Mike's in a wheelchair. He doesn't mind me telling people that.
Okay.
And I bet you've used that. You've definitely pulled the disabled card when you shouldn't. I bet you have. Because if I was in your position...
You have.
I have done that, yes.
Yeah, Nev just yelled, Timmy.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just... Well, we know that, Miguel, that you're gay. But what makes you a terrible adult? That's what I'm interested of how honest
Nobody
people
wants
can
to
be.
say
I know,
anything.
nobody... Well, because all their...
Lowe's gave it up. He did the whole, carpool
carpool, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Have any of you, eaten co-workers' food at the office canteen type thing?
No.
So, I know we have. Well, we do, because our canteen is here, so...
So there's a little domestic going on between Marcus and Steph, I think, right now. Or he's calling her out on something. I'm not really sure.
Oh, Mike, you must have. You disappoint me now. You have to...
Wow.
You got to use that card when you can, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, and I'm not being a dick to you. I'm just saying,
Hip 08 has stolen a co-worker's lunch.
Yes, see,
Rose
that's what I like.
says that her kids are too young for her to be able to see her flaws.
My kids is too young for me to be... Oh, for God's sake, Rose, get your head out your ass. Oh, my God. Jesus, when one of our kids were born, I actually said to Jane, I was like, she's really fucking ugly, isn't she?
Yeah, he really said that.
Yeah, I was like, she's really ugly.
She wasn't ugly.
Yeah, she was.
You thought all babies were ugly, though.
They are
You still
generally.
think most
No,
babies are ugly.
some babies can be a little bit
Some
cuter,
babies
but
you're
most
like, oh
most
God, that's really
most
bad.
It looks like Winston Churchill and Gandhi had a love child. That's what most babies look like. So,
I think somebody said they got really
well,
pissed
Mike,
off
I have a
yesterday
lot of respect for you. I had a lot of respect for you before, generally because of the links you could give on this show. Mike said he's never played that card.
But you do. Okay.
I don't park in disabled zones. That's a thing. I've never done that. I've never, ever done that, ever.
No.
But I have parked in the pregnancy woman car park because I think that's fucking ridiculous. I don't agree with those. You have those in England.
I know, we have them. There's some in places in
I will
Texas
park
that have
in one without... I won't even care.
Well, no, it's
I
Tennessee,
just,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the most
So-
stupid ass thing ever.
When you're 9 months pregnant, it's fucking awesome. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
when I'm having to go to the
I'm
store
sure
to
it
buy
is.
you beer,
Yeah.
9 months pregnant, yeah.
That's right.
True story. Yeah, it was great to not have to, carry that much beer back out to the car. I'm sorry, not beer, Smirnoff.
Yeah, that's right. I made sure it was girly enough that people would question her. Go, wow, what a terrible parent.
I mean, you'd text me just to go, hey, can you get some stuff?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Wow.
It is. I think. Gee, the whole parking thing is ridiculous. I totally get it, right? If you're in a wheelchair or you actually have a physical, and I don't mean fat people, but I mean if you have a physical disability, you should be able to park close to the store. Everybody else, it's fucking. We should have car parks the other end of the fucking car park. Think about that. Seriously, it's like you get these huge fuckers that need to get into a fucking car immediately.
We got one
right?
person that said they've parked in the handicap zone and walked out with a fake lip.
That's
bad.
grim. Do you know, I have to confess, I do know somebody that does that on a regular basis.
That's bad.
And yeah.
That's bad. I can admit something. I was a really bad adult the other day. I did do what she asked, but when we were at Whole Foods the other day, I was taking the cart back, and there was a lady in like the disabled zone, and she was standing there with a cane, and she was driving the car herself, right?
Right.
She got in to get groceries.
Right.
She just got a cane, and she's like, I don't know, 60 maybe. Looking pretty good for a 60-year-old, right?
Right.
She definitely has a sailboat. She's that kind.
Okay.
You got the image of her, okay?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, excuse me. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, could you take this back for me? She is parked right there. She went in, shopped, and she drives her own car. And
Wow,
she walks with a
yeah,
cane. And I was
yeah.
just like, I took it back. Because I was like, oh, yeah, sure, totally. But I was sitting there going, you fucking cunt. You could have done that yourself.
Well, you're not a bad person. You still did it.
No, I'm not a bad person.
She's
but
a bad person.
That made me a bad adult because I guess I
Why?
Well, because you could help somebody. I mean, I should have walked by and went, oh,
There's
I can
a difference, right? When you volunteer help, right? Golden child. When somebody who does not have a real disability, you see, I don't. Yeah. In that situation there, no. That is... No, you're not a bad person. And you wouldn't be a bad person for going... You've just gone in and out and shopped.
Right. And she's driving the car by herself.
You're
She was
expecting
alone.
people to help you. You know, and I get it. She might be alone and it might just be that little bit too much.
Right. I know.
But still.
But I thought
just,
that. And,
you know...
and yeah, that's probably was the case. But I still sat there and thought, God, you could fucking take it yourself. You could drive a car. All you have is a little cane. She wasn't that old.
No.
I'd say 55, 60, kind
And that's
of
the thing with a cane. I mean, it's like you just hook it on the back of the trolley and use the trolley as a cane. Even easier.
Except for when she has to walk back to the car.
Well, then she takes her cane off and does what she normally fucking does and uses a stick.
Right.
Her pizzle cane.
Yeah, her pistol cane, yeah. Big B says that when he sees someone parked in handicap thing, he tells them that those are for physically handicapped, not mental. I like that.
That's good.
I like that.
Hello to 24 who just joined us. Jessica.
Oh, gotcha. I'm there.
Just like, oh yeah.
Here we go. I missed Rose's ones at CVS Pharmacy and Babies R Us. I park at the Expecting Mothers spot and wobble into the store. No, I see. I think Expecting Mothers parking spots are completely in limits. Yeah, it's free game for anybody to park there. You could even a fat guy could park up there and just go, "I'm a science experiment."
You're going to do that later.
Yeah.
Ethan and I are in the same track for you.
So yeah,
But make sure it's not like a Babies R Us. Make sure it's like a lobster house of some sort, with all like the semen there.
Nice. That pisses. And I've certainly seen this a lot here, where you have the handicap parking spots at restaurants, and the people that get out are just basically fucking fat. Yes, they've got a card to hang now because they're that fat.
Yeah, you see.
And
that.
I'm like, that is not helping. Oh, shit. No, fuck. Where was I? Oh, I was at Hannaford's. When we're at
grocery store.
I actually had to grab my face because I nearly blurted out. Literally,
You turn into
there
Bane.
was this huge fucking guy, and I'm on about... he must have been in his 30s, like mid-30s, and he's in one of those carts, right? And his basket was just full of candy, cakes, and everything.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Do you
that
remember?
guy,
And I was just like, you know what? I've never got that close before to actually just going, dude, that's your
he
problem.
was probably
Put
easily
it back.
500 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and yeah, his cart was just like, wow, that is like the worst possible food. Granted, when we go to Hannaford's, we usually buy junk food, so...
Everybody can hear you slurping your drink.
No, he said the semen thing.
I think it's slurping your drink.
I don't think he's slurping his drink.
I'm pretty sure it was a semen thing.
No, I'm pretty sure it was that. Wow. Sounds like a good night out for you.
I think
It was either the semen thing or the pizzle cane. Because I bet him just from the pizzle.
Wow.
could be that
Just
too.
hurt everybody's eardrums.
Yeah. I think... I don't know. I think the worst thing about all of this is that we're all bad adults right now because we're all just like, oh yeah, fuck you. You should definitely do that. That's fucking awesome. You yell at your kids and you park in the disabled zone.
This is why I love our listeners,
We're like,
because it's like they're all like us.
We're like entertaining ourselves with other people doing it. We're just like, yeah, yay you for driving in like, the carpool zone and, Like, oh god, it's a
It's a mic link.
It's a mic
It's a
link.
mic link. I'm clicking on it right now because I need to.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna be too bad. He's been
Yeah.
pretty sedate while. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly it, Mike. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm. You know, I get. You know, it's easy for me to just go. Seriously, if you're that fucking fat, you need to stop fucking eating. But I did it, and I'm not smart. But I kind of went, you know what? Maybe drinking 12 litres of Coke a day is not a healthy option.
That was a good start for you,
Yeah,
definitely.
it was.
Then
You know?
moved on to the alcohol.
Then I moved on to alcohol for a while, and you know, granted, I'm just testing my boundaries. So you know, I don't know. I find morbidly obese people annoying.
Wow.
I do. I think you know, it's like because you know they're not helping themselves. They're not stupid. You see, in this whole thing of well, if we educate them better. There's the fucking internet. You can guarantee those fat fucks are masturbating all day long to fucking Pornhub. If they'd actually just just look up how can I lose weight without doing anything. You can type that in, and there's actually suggestions that work. Like, why don't you stop fingering?
Something you want to tell us, Steve?
Why don't you stop drinking so much soda? You know, just. And diet soda doesn't help you, you fucktards.
But that is doing something. That's stop drinking, like, practically their lifeblood.
I know, but you know that right there, and I don't know how many guys have said that. I remember Nate telling me this, and a couple of others. Kyle, the moment they cut soda out, their weight just initially just dropped massively. So if you're 500 pounds and you stop actually drinking soda, you'll be amazed of how much you'll lose. I mean, when I stopped drinking soda, I literally was not moving at all during the day. I would get up in the morning and go to bed at night, and I wouldn't really move from my desk nearly all day.
No.
And just stopping soda, I lost like 60 pounds in like within a year just from doing that.
Yeah.
So when I see people at fucking food stores, and to me, you see, when I go in there, right, and I'm obviously fat, but I can walk, I feel, if I buy any junk food, I feel really self-conscious and guilty.
You do. But
And
you
yet
do,
those
like,
fat
when you
fucks
go
are
to,
sat in bloody automatic shopping carts, piling it all in there with no fucking shame whatsoever, and then they expect us not to take the piss out of them. I'll fucking take the piss out of you.
Of course you would. Big B says he hasn't drank soda in 3 years and it slimmed him down.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Florida Magnum, who just joined us as well.
I gotta click on Miguel's link now.
Apparently it's a shameless plug. So is it for his show? I saw Miguel
Well, I
says
don't know what this is. I wanted to ask him. Miguel is in something called
The Fall of Television.
The Fall of
Oh, is
Television.
it like one of his movies he's in?
Is it a movie or is it like...
Improv Extravaganza.
Oh, that sounds
That's what it
sketchy,
says.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have John Wilson in, so it's obviously quite high caliber.
Stuff says, I hate y'all, I don't drink soda and I'm fat. Fuck my life.
But then you just got to identify something that is causing that. I
Steve's
mean,
was definitely Coke.
mine was
It
definitely Coke
like-
initially, but
it
when
was
we
bad.
cut out processed foods, fucking inches came off me. Sadly, it was mainly my penis, but inches came off. So,
Oh, so the link that Mike gave us in the speaker room, The Fall of Television, is...
no, Miguel.
Miguel, sorry. It's his comedy debut.
So what is it, on TV or is it on a podcast? That's what I don't understand. You know, there's something. So
Don't know.
I can guarantee, Steph, something that you're actually eating, you would be able to cut out, not really miss it, and you drop weight without doing any exercise. I'm fucking living proof that you don't need to exercise to lose weight.
And if she gets coffee every morning from Starbucks or something, but if she gets a shit ton of cream and milk and sugar in there,
Oh yeah.
Now, I restarted my Periscope because it froze. I asked people what annoys them the most, because that's kind of where our show is going. As you
Oh, it's at a
started talking about
nightclub.
Walmart.
Okay, is it going to be like streamed, Mike? This is Mike. Jesus fucking Christ, Miguel. So it's at a nightclub. It is a comedy stand-up thing. Is it going to be like streamed? If it is, then we'll let everybody know.
Okay. So I was asking people what annoys them the most. We got people like saying, people that watch reality shows and actually like apply them to their life.
Can I ask a question to the person that said that? When you say reality shows, would you consider Bar Rescue as a reality show? I'm actually interested whether
like-
those are being classed as reality shows as well.
I would say Nev said no.
I don't think they are, but
Oh,
you know.
sorry. Magnum said social media to reality. I don't know where you're going with that, but we'll just keep it going. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to know. Somebody said they were the one. So what is it? So one person was like, I was the one that asked that, but he didn't give the answers.
I see the intelligence bar is as high as ever in Periscope.
Yeah.
Things that see, I think things like
Marcus says Starbucks. No, we're poor. Says that she doesn't drink a lot of coffee, but carbs are her issue. And
it's
lack of
probably not.
exercise.
I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not, Steph. I bet you it's not carbs. That's I mean, unless you're going to Olive Garden and eating all day breadsticks.
Oh, Magnum is saying things that revolve around everything revolves around a Facebook post or status or a Twitter one or something like that. He doesn't like that. I think those people.
What?
Like if their life revolves around like a Facebook status
Oh,
or post,
yeah,
you know,
okay.
that they just post
That
their
it
whole
eats
life
them
as like
up.
a reality thing. No, I think it's like, that's their life
That kind of thing. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Now, Miguel says it's not reality, it's crap, so he doesn't like Bar Rescue.
Steve has watched every episode.
I've watched every... Well, here's my reason. No, my reasoning behind that is I do actually want to open a bar, and I'm a huge fan of when I want to do something, I find people that are terrible at it. Because when I find all the failures, I can look at what they're all doing, and it's all common to me.
Right.
What that show has told me, right, is that there's a few...
Magnum loves Bar Rescue. He says it's amazeballs.
Yeah, I think it's the ones I've seen of this new one. They're going the same way that Gordon Ramsay's shows went. They're now becoming what I would consider reality TV, because now it's just bullshit playing for the camera. It's turning into a farce. That's my personal.
Magnum says you need to watch a show called Mountain Monsters. You'll laugh your ass off. He said that to me the other day, but.
Oh yeah, Miguel. I know it's all staged. I know reality is. I know all those types of things are set up. But I mean. I've never. I mean, the amount of bars I've gone to, which are a lot. I do.
statement.
I do find that. It's like the drinks are never poured right. Never poured right. Right? No, but I do know that.
Right.
Right? When they taste so fucking strong of alcohol.
Steve is the worst adult because he goes to bars now and is just like, wow, they don't even have a Speedwell.
I know. But it makes sense.
He
Actual
doesn't go to
comments.
bars. He's gone to one bar
Uh-huh.
in the past.
Yeah.
How long?
Oh, I don't really go to bars anymore.
I know, but when you
yeah.
go out now, you look into things.
Oh, I do,
And we
yeah.
went to the
drag club?
drag club when we've gone to
They
Re-Raz.
were fucking on point. That drag club was fucking on point. Their bar system.
Oh, yeah?
It was designed really well.
Oh, that's good.
So, but anyway, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, I see, everybody likes Bar Rescue. Butt funnel, yeah, that was funny. Sorry. So what did you ask in the Periscope room again? Oh,
Well,
just things that annoy
yeah,
you.
people already kind of came. I
Fat
couldn't
people
read
in
them all.
automatic trolleys. That annoys me. I really can't stand that. That is a pet peeve of mine. Because you never fucking see them in the fruit and veg section, do you? And that's closest to the door. You see, they're not even fucking helping themselves. They get in a cart so they can drive halfway up the fucking aisle to go get their Coke.
Yeah. I think you could just leave it as like morbidly obese people. For you.
No, as long as they stay in, they don't bother me. I think when they come out, they bother me.
Oh my gosh.
And Steve is a terrible adult because everything he says and does. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I thought we were going to be telling each other why we're terrible adults.
Why am I a terrible adult?
Oh,
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I'm not afraid of you.
Are you not?
Not on the radio, no.
As soon as the radio show's done,
I'm so
he
sorry.
runs.
Um,
So why am I a horrible adult?
why are you a horrible adult? What makes you a horrible adult? Give me a minute.
He doesn't know.
No, I'm trying to think of the best one to use.
So you have multiple solutions or answers for me, but you don't want to say any.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't want to go too personal with you, not on the radio. So I'm trying to balance it up with something more generic, that I can be. Why are you a horrible person?
Yeah, Bigby says I'm a terrible adult because I stay with Steve.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, I can't actually fight that one. You're a terrible adult because you judge people immediately.
Well, that doesn't make me terrible. It just makes me on point. I do. I judge people immediately. I am always right. I am, seriously.
Christ
Okay, you are a bad judge of character.
Oh, well, when it comes to women, yeah.
Not even just women.
Just women.
You are just like a bad judge of character all around. Everything,
Really?
totally.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, okay, no. Let me clarify that. No, I always think the best of somebody until they prove me wrong. That's how I operate.
Which
with
may or may
people.
not take 5 seconds.
All right, and
Is-
sometimes it takes a long
Right.
time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, Steph says she's horrible because she stays friends with her
Homeowner association.
homeowner association on Facebook to fuck with them. Wow.
Homeowner associations.
That's just good. I like that.
We actually didn't move to an area because it had one. Because Jane was honestly worried about how bad it would go with me. Because I'll set fire to people's shit.
Mm-hmm.
If they piss me off enough, it goes that far. I'm so close with people around here. Like Harpswell Landwell Trust, they only need to come one more time, and I will probably beat one of them to death. With Ripley.
Wow, good luck with that one.
Ass first. So,
We lived in one place that had like a homeowners association,
Yeah,
but
but
it was more like a club. Yeah. It was like more of like, oh, let's have a party.
yeah, that's all they cared
That's
about.
all they did.
And it's like,
So-
but I mean,
and that
the
was
pl-
during that
the
was
place
right after
was
you started
nice.
wearing pants, so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they just had like parties and like
Yeah, they were
and
ridiculous.
stuff like that. Yeah.
It was basically a drinking club. The Homeowners Association at Hadley was a drinking club. That's all it was.
Yeah.
So yes. Steph, I know those people will hate you very soon. Homeowners associations are people that don't have a life. Mm-hmm. Anybody that forms one,
They're
they're like,
people that were
oh, your
bullied at
grass
school."
isn't cut to specifications. It's cut. If you don't like it, come and fucking do it yourself.
Yeah, people that run homeowners associations are people that were bullied at school but choose not to become a cop.
Yep.
So
Wow.
I think
Yeah,
I think
that's on point.
That's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah, I'd
I
say.
think that's a legit statement.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's actually good.
It's
I like that
true.
one. I like that
And a
one.
lot of homeowners associations are run by women, so not a lot of women become cops in general.
True.
I think that's also the PTA moms. Sorry for all the PTA moms listening, but I don't have anything
PTA
nice to
mums
say
are the
to you.
worst.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some really good spirited ones out there. I've just never met them. They're all dicks. Any of you that don't have kids, see, these are things that they don't tell you. Having children, yeah, you give up your freedom and, you'll never have clean clothes again and blah, blah, blah. And they go through all these things. They don't tell you the other side of having kids. You have to deal with adults that you would never fucking... You'd have to deal with adults that you never normally would. You have to deal with teachers, right? You have to deal with school boards. You have to deal with homeowners associations. You have to deal with the ones I was originally talking about.
Steph said
PTA
PTA,
people.
fuck that. I make no eye contact.
Uh-huh.
See, I mean, I like going to PTA meetings only to just sit
I
in the
made
back
the
and
I made the
watch.
crossing guard in Texas cry once.
Fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome.
She honestly was Hitler, right? With fucking glow sticks. That's the only way to describe. Wow, the way she took her job of controlling the traffic very, very
and
seriously.
this is like, within the school grounds, so like the
Yeah.
drop-off
Yeah.
zone,
And it's like, it's Texas, so it's like 100 degrees outside, and I've got cake and everything I was going to take into the classroom. So I pulled outside the classroom, where cars normally can pull, right? And I opened up the door, and she was like, "You can't park there." And I was like, "Well, if I park it over there, it's actually going to melt by the time I get it to the school, so I'm just going to leave it here." "Well, I'll have to move your car." And I'm like, "All right." So I just took the stuff out. And the next time when I drove back in again, I can't remember what she said to me, but I actually got out and I was like, "Is it really sad that the only way you can validate your life is by doing this job?" And she looked like I had just told her the biggest home truth in her life. She was like 4'2", but she was one of those fat 4'2" ones that just looked pissed off all the time. And I was like, seriously, if this is the only thing that you're using to validate your life, you need to reevaluate everything, because this isn't worth it. And I was kind of gay, but not in an intimidating way. I was like, because this isn't working, right? And she did. She looked like she was going to burst out crying. And so, yeah, I can't. Yeah, mall security guards who think they're fucking police officers. That's another one that's really fucking annoying. Man, the one when we were down in Boston, man, I thought that black guy was going to punch him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Some security guard had basically... Like,
he was like a retired guy that was like, "Oh, I could become a security guard now at the mall. That'd
thinks
be easy."
He was a 60-year-old Republican. That's the only way to describe this security guard, right? And he had basically he'd had a go at this girl who her dad was apparently within walking distance, and this guard was calling back up and this, that, and the other. And this black guy just turned around and just, man, he tore into him a strip really calmly. He handled people. You know how I get angry, but I don't get angry? That's how he was being with this guy. And I mean, this black guy literally towered over this guard. And this guard was just, well, my manager said this. And he goes, well, I don't see your manager. So you're the one making these decisions. You don't talk to my kid without talking to me first, which is...
I mean, and his daughter was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, rent-a-cops. Yeah. Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought he was going to punch the guy out. I mean, because why, like, a 60-year-old, like, retired guy that's now a mall cop thought he would go up to, like, this really tall, big black guy that was very strong?
Well, he didn't. No, he didn't know. He was still trying to intimidate this girl.
Carried on with it, though.
What,
he walked after them when she started walking with her dad.
I don't think he still clocked that he was with her.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think it was, because he was still addressing her, and he turned round and went, "Are you talking to my daughter?" And he said, "Well, is this your daughter?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, then I am." And that's when it all went south.
Yeah.
And it was cool. We actually stayed longer in the cafeteria just to watch. So we were like, this is going to be good. I did the embarrassing phone thing to go up and go, "Oh, this is going to be good." But there we go.
Yeah, Miguel saying skateboarding back in the day with many run-ins with like rent-a-cops and wannabe militia.
See,
you got kicked out of a skate park for riding your bike.
That was by a real cop, though.
But like, I mean, that was like a few years ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, He was actually threatening to give me a ticket. There was kids smoking pot in the fucking bowl, still. Fucking idiots. I don't understand the cops over here with their hatred to BMX kids and skateboarders.
They're all punks.
I know, but that's how cops tend to feel about them. Yeah. Which is a weird thing, because it's like, at least they're doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Very true. Very true.
I actually think with see, here's the weird part, right? Is that Miguel here has said he had a guy grab his backpack the other day, and I slammed my board against him and broke the guy's arm. Nice.
Wow.
But the problem with security guards, and this is the problem. So there is very little public space left. Pretty much most
space.
When you're like skateboarders, they're generally on private property. At that point, it's private property. That security guard is allowed to enforce whatever rules. The thing is that the security guards are not allowed to manhandle you. They have to abide by the same laws as any citizen. So you don't have to listen to them. They are not allowed to put they're not allowed to put their hands on you. No. Right? And you are quite within your right to defend yourself. I.e., you're quite happy to headbutt them.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, security guards are just, was it? No. The guy grabbed my friend and I blasted him with the board, breaking his arm. Wow, dude. Wow, you got quite an angle on you.
And Miguel says most cops and like rent-a-cops hate skateboarders because most kids are assholes, which is true. Because every time you see a teenager, you're just like, fucking kids.
See, if I see kids on bikes,
teenagers like.
Yeah, but if I see them on bikes and actually doing something, I can't stand it when kids ride bikes. When they just ride bikes, that annoys me.
See, it's
just like, what the point?
It shouldn't even be something that annoys you at all.
Oh, look, I've got a fit bike. Oh, great, okay. And, well, I can do stunts on it. No, you can't. Fucking get off that bike.
you can't hate kids as much as you do. I mean, if they're riding bikes or something, I mean, there's no reason to like hate them if they're actually riding a bike.
Yeah, because no kids ride bikes. What the fuck is this thing of sitting on the seat and riding? What, getting your fanny in a twist or something? What the fuck is that about? Drives me nuts, that does.
No.
What the fuck? You stand up on a bike? Honest to God, and especially as you've got those retarded low seats now that you put them so far. Oh well, it's because when I'm doing a whip, the seat you can't fucking whip. So you're riding down the road, sitting on a seat that's so low, your bum's practically catching fire on the tire. Fucking tard. Don't like kids.
I know you don't like kids. I don't understand how you could not like kids that much.
Bad adult.
Bad adult.
I'm a bad adult because I don't like kids at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find kids annoying when they start getting, like, self-confident. And that's the thing. Nowadays, because they all live in fucking bubbles, they all think they're fucking amazing.
So, yourself.
I've always been good. Fuck off, Bigby.
No, you're gonna have that song in your head all
Yeah,
day,
I
aren't
am.
you? Yeah.
Fucking hate that
That's
song.
okay, you danced to it. We have
Did I?
video. Yep. Yep, we've got videos of you dancing to it.
It's been too long since you got
I'm
drunk.
not drinking. I'm not doing it.
He's not drinking because it will wreck his figure. That's
Yeah.
what he keeps.
I don't have a figure. I'm trying to get to that point. I don't want to drink. And look how long the alcohol has lasted now. See, whenever
I
you
know.
guys want to drink, you can actually have one now. You're welcome.
Good?
So why am I a bad adult?
I don't know. You're grumpy. You're you're
Yeah, but let's
okay,
face it,
you're
that's kind of
45. You're 45
Yeah.
and you're like already acting like a 65-year-old sitting on his front porch yelling at kids.
Naked.
Stupid fucking kids.
Well, I just think kids nowadays are so fucking... it's like they're one or another. They're either fucking tooled up with fucking guns now, or they're such fucking
Tooled up
pansies.
with fucking guns.
Yeah.
How many kids do you see tooled up with fucking
That's what
guns?
I'm on about. I'm on about, you have
That's what
kids
I
that
wanna know.
walk around actually fucking carrying guns now, right? Or you have...
Do we?
Well, not round here. There's not really a Harpswell posse that walks around, painting gang
I
signs
would say
on
there's
the...
more kids here that know how to use guns than in most places.
Well, yeah, I know.
Right. Are you talking about like gang kids?
Yeah.
Is that like really
There's
a
no
problem in your
in-betweens.
world?
There's no in-betweens now. It's not really.
Because it's like I don't really think that's a problem in your world at all.
No, I'm not... No, I'm just saying there's no in-between of kids anymore, because the kids, basically, they're all pansies. It's like, well, I have a linen allergy. I have a paint allergy. I have this allergy. Well, I have that. Well, kids always have something wrong with them now. Do you know how we used to deal with kids that had something wrong with them? We'd call them retards and avoid them.
Oh, I was going to say we took them up to the top of the mountain and sacrificed them, but
There you go.
yeah.
It's just... I don't know. Just... There's always something fucking wrong with them nowadays. Oh, I have a milk allergy. No, you fucking don't.
You have a milk allergy.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What happens when you drink milk or have cheese or ice cream?
Oh, I just have terrible shits.
Right, which is like a problem.
But I'm not having a fucking crybaby fest about it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't give a shit. Well, I do. I literally give a shit just later on. So,
Well, that's just because shitting is such a big part of your culture.
Yeah, it is.
They're doing it one
Well, I've
time
embraced
a day.
it. I've embraced it. That's what I've done. Because I'm like, yeah, I mean, I avoid things when I can, but I mean, if it's there, I'm not... Whatever.
You actually sit
I
there
don't
and go,
make-
I would really like to have a milkshake. I wonder when we're going to be home. Are we going to be home within 30 minutes?